Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Let's Play Baten Kaitos, Eternal Wings on the Lost Ocean. Your old pal, Jason, here. Hi, we're doing post-commentary today, because we're in for a long one. I'm going to be speeding some of this up, and you'll see why when it gets there. We have got to prep for an upcoming boss fight, and it's going to be a long one. It's going to be a very long one. So I'm just going to let you go with this. And then when the fight gets underway, I'll pop back, we'll talk about it, and yeah, we'll pick it up from there.
So, where is this thing that Gramps left for me?
I would also like to know about my father's legacy.
Giacomo!
Aren't you supposed to be dead?
Sorry to disappoint you, but it's not that easy.
To get rid of us. You!
It's been a while, hasn't it, Callus? After our fight at the Gold Oboe, we kept a low profile and watched the story unfold. We weren't quite sure what was going on at first. To think we were tricked by a mere girl. I knew that the Emperor and Melodia were on good terms, but I never realized the girl was controlling the Emperor all along. What in the world is she? But keeping watch from Anu Anue was a wise decision. Now we know the whereabouts of Laricush too.
You've been following us!
Yes, though not all the time. We had preparations to take care of. Georg and Larikush feigned their deaths perfectly 12 years ago. I believed you had all died in that explosion. Imagine my surprise when nearly a decade later, I heard rumors that there was an excellent engineer in Mirror. I couldn't believe my ears when I heard the man had a grandson with only one wing.
I told him to stop, but he was obsessed with making stuff. He loved using his inventions to help people out. There was no end to his tinkering.
My father, Georg, had a special talent. Did you notice, Callus? His gift was the ability to talk with objects. This helped him when he was working for the Empire. He would modify the experimental magnets, all the while discussing theories and results with it. I heard my grandmother, Georg's mother, lost her way in the lava caves when she was young. As you know, one of the end magnets was sealed there. Though Georg's mother didn't notice, the power of the evil god must have tainted her. When Georg was born, the taint was passed on to him. Back then, Georg was totally obsessed with his experiments. They took precedence over everything else. It was almost as if he was possessed. In retrospect, the power of the End Magnus may have been driving him. 2 years ago, having learned the truth about the lab accident, Geldoblame gave the order to have you all killed. You betrayed him and made a fool of him. He was simply infuriated. Geldoblame had completely forgotten about the events of a decade ago, and even had doubts as to whether Georg's experiments were valid. I would have wanted to bring Georg back to the Empire and have him renew his research. Oh well. Enough talk. Amy, Valon, we shall proceed.
Just give the word.
Ready when you are.
Take this!
That noise!
We had to infiltrate a lab in Mintagas. I thought this might work on you, Callus.
What's going on?
Hypertoxic sound waves.
A guardian spirit is made up of a voice and power transferred from another world. A resonance field of hypertoxic sound waves smothers the voice and negates the spirit's power. You're no longer protected by your guardian spirit's power.
What? Are you okay, Callus?
Hey, partner. Can you hear me? I no longer hear voice. I don't have strength anymore.
You're a wreck, Callus. How much can you do on your own, huh? Even without the spirit's power, you should at least try your best to amuse us. I'll give you an A for effort.
Let us begin. Enough about time, Callus. Now, right here and now. Say your prayers, boy.
Yep, it's these three again, and it's kind of the same, but it's a little different, you know. We have a couple of advantages, a couple of things in our favor going into this one. Number one, our healing items are better. Number two, our weapons are better. Number three, Amy, Folan, and Giacomo are not really any stronger than they were before. They just have buffs and healing now that they didn't have before. So, Amy, 5,000 hit points, Folan, 5,500, and Giacomo, 7,000. And what we did last time was we picked weakest and went up to strongest. But because of their healing and their ability to attack more often and their buffs, we want to reverse this. We're going to take out Giacomo first, then move on to Amy, and then Folan. just like last time, everybody's weak to light, excuse me. And then fire, water, wind, and time all kind of interchange between who and what and all that. It's not a bad idea to just go heavy on the water, the time, and the light. Light's going to work on everybody. Whoever water doesn't work on, time will, and whoever time doesn't work on, water will. Then you don't end up with somebody with, half fire and somebody else with half wind. And, it works out a little better this way. So, step 1, take out Giacomo. Step 2, take out Amy. Folon is stronger, but Amy buffs more. Folon can buff himself, and he's got that orb laser thing. He can also freeze, doesn't happen very often. You might want to bring fire stuff if you're worried about that. But Amy can buff and heal everybody other than her, so she's probably who we're going to want to take out. So I'm going to speed this up till we get to the end of the fight, because there's nothing interesting really going to happen. And this video is already like over an hour without it, so yeah. Oh, and I totally forgot to mention, those ring things Giacomo threw on the wall, all those do is they prevent us, the Guardian Spirit, from putting in that special attack at the end of a combo, which, if we think about this, there's 6 elements in the game, we want 3 of them, so even if we get the thing, there's only a 50-50 chance that the element we get is going to work for what we want. So it's not a big deal, don't worry about it.
You're doing well, even without the spirit's aid. But well is not good enough. Can't you do any better, Callus?
Callus!
Give my regards to Georg and Fee.
Fee. Fee, talk to me. Come on. Hang in there.
It's so dark. I'm scared. Callus, where are you?
Fee, I'm right here. You'll be all right. I'm with you, Fee. It's just a scratch. It'll heal in no time. We made a promise. Remember? We're gonna go find the ocean together. You've got a ton of things to ask that whale, right?
Callus, I'm sorry. I don't think I can keep my promise. Find the ocean. Find the whale for me.
Fee, you've got to fight this. Don't go. Please, don't leave me. Don't leave me alone. Fee. 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 Fee, I'm sorry. I don't think I can make it.
Callus?
Are you all right, Callus?
I remember now. It was Fee. Fee saved my life that night.
Callus! Callus!
At last, you realize who you are. At first, I couldn't understand what had happened. I was sure you must have died that night 2 years ago. Yet, as events unfolded, an inspiration became a theory, and a theory became an obsession that your brother, Fee, the divine child, lives within you. On that night 2 years ago, Fee gave you his life, allowing you to absorb his Magnus.
Fee, I'm sorry. I don't think I can make it. Fee's Magnus gave me life.
Now that Georg is dead, there is only one key remaining to open the door to the Magnus of life. It's you, Callus. But all this is no longer important to me. I have no interest in the Magnus of life, or the divine child. Fee's story is now over!
Giacomo! You destroyed Gramps' winglet! You!
My father, Georg, is dead. So is the Emperor. When you and Larakush die, everything will be over. Yes, everything. Time to die, Callus. Huh? It's over.
It's a winglet. Gramps?
Damn! There it was!
Is this what he left for me?
Hey, One Wing! You born failure!
Good for nothing, freak. Why don't you go join the other freaks in Core Hydra?
Yeah.
Gramps, everyone keeps calling me One Wing. Gramps, why do I only have one wing?
Callus, don't be so worried about that. No one ever said that having wings makes one superior. Perhaps those without wings are the next step in evolution, and those with wings are obsolete. If this is true, it means you're one big step ahead of them.
That's not what I asked about. Why only one?
A difficult question, I'd say. The wings of the heart are the visual manifestation of the energy, willpower, and aura that any person has. They are strongly affected by an individual's emotions. As emotions are involved, so is the mind. That is to say, the electrical signals from the left and right hemispheres.
I have no idea what you're talking about, Gramps.
Hey, Callus. It's okay to have only one wing. You're my big brother either way. I don't have any wings, but I don't even care.
Well, I do care.
Don't worry, Callus. I will do my utmost to make you a wing. A wonderful wing that will grow as you do.
Yes!
Callus, I also intend to make you another wing. One that will help you should you be caught up in a fierce struggle. That is the least I could do to redeem what I have done to you. Forgive me, Callus.
Gramps! Giacomo, you said Fee's story was over. I won't let that happen. As long as I live, B's story will never die! Didn't hurt!
Hey, guess what? Do it again. It was so good the first time, we get to repeat the fight exactly as it was previously, except this time we get the small chance that we might get a super card at the end of a combo for Callus, and like we talked about, there's a 50-50 chance that's going to be something we actually want to use. Other than that, it is the same exact fight. Nobody has anything extra, nobody has anything special. Callus got this fancy new winglet. It doesn't seem to improve anything about him. It's just a plot device. So just do what you did last time, but do it again this time. Okay? Okay.
It's over. It's all over. Amy, hold on. You all right?
Yeah, Giacomo.
Barely.
Good. You two should join forces with Callus. Help them in any way you can. The Empire is gone, and Gelderblame is dead. Don't let them take over this world.
Okay, Giacomo. Now stop it.
Giacomo, don't die on us!
Callus, stop them. Stop Melodia.
I will. I promise you, Giacomo. We'll take care of Melodia.
Life is long when you live it, but so short when you look back. Farewell, Callus.
Giacomo? Giacomo!
No!
Cast light upon the darkened earth. Save those lost in despair. O mighty ocean, guide us as we journey through the darkest pit of night.
You leaving?
Yeah.
I know Giacomo told us to join you, but that doesn't mean we can just forget the past and be all chummy now, does it?
And to Callus, I'll always be a foe. The one who killed his grandfather and brother. Both Falan and I are from Aza village. We were orphans. Gelderblame bought us as guinea pigs for Georg's experiments. Callus, I don't know or care what you think, but the two of us, we're happy Georg's gone. Anyway, see you around.
Please, don't try anything reckless.
Should we get going too?
Welcome back, everyone.
Any news of Core Hydra Castle?
No, the enemy has yet to make a move. As for penetrating their shield, I'm afraid there isn't much we can do.
I see.
Various reports have come in from each nation, however, that may be of interest. Ask Katrin for details.
Okay, now that all that is done,
Ask me anything.
we need to... Well, we've got options here. Basically, we've been told, hey, there's
All sorts of news from all over the world.
there's a
Strange
there's a
things
side
have been
quest
happening ever since
basically
Core
for
Hydra
every
Castle
character
appeared.
in your party,
What would you like to hear
based on
about?
where they're from. So like every area has got a side quest. You can go and do it
Well, there
if you
hasn't
want
been
to.
much news
You
from
don't
Saddam
have
Singh,
to.
actually.
We are, of course, going to, for a couple of reasons. Number one,
Say the
there's good
legendary
Magnus.
master
Number
of the
two,
river
experience
has been
points, which
spotted
we
in
don't really
Nashua.
need a ton of.
This appearance
You'll
could
see
be due to
levels
the
we're going to
emergence
get
of Core Hydra.
just from this last
A
fight.
fisherman's
pretty beefy. But we're gonna do all that next time. The other thing we need to do is we need to go back to the cabin and grab that treasure chest. And there's, I think, a couple items in there too we need to grab. Before we're done with that, we also have to finish the constellation thing. I'm going to turn in our 2 of those. We've got to finish the family tree thing. We've got to finish the animal thing. And once that's all done, we can move on to finishing the game. So kind of what we're gonna do is we're gonna hit each one of these areas. Probably we might be able to do 2 per video just to speed this up a little bit. We've got to visit the School of Magic, Zosma Tower. We've got to go back to Diadem and visit the river. We've got to go find something in Mira on the Trail of Souls, and we've got to go to the desert. So that's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 places we got to visit. Some of them are going to take a little longer than others. Some of them don't take too long at all. Zosma, it takes a little while, much like last time, because we all know what the gimmick was in Zosma, right? Of course we do. After we get all of that, we are good enough to go finish the game, or we can do, like we've talked about, side quests. So we will finish family members, animals, and constellations all after that. Okay? Okay.
We have our hands full with other things right now.
I'll see you next time, I suppose.
Currently, the Mad Wolf unit is protecting the village, so nothing bad has happened so far.
Asdar and his men.
Both our castle and town are all right, Your Majesty. Nothing much has happened back home. Oh yes, some of the children of the earth are still beneath the taint clouds. From what I've heard, the great Camro and someone named Crumley. Oh, and also a boy named Key.
Key too?
Now then, many of these reports seem to be of concern to you. I suggest you let us handle the plans to counter Core Hydra, and act as you see fit. Perhaps following up on some of the reports would be wise. Of course, preparing yourselves for our final upcoming battle is equally important. Please come back when you have done what you need to do. Is that clear?
Yes, it is, Your Highness.
you.